Tree Boy Fresh, dopest podcast on the planet. You dig?
Hey, you're now rocking with Tree Boy Fresh, the dopest podcast on the planet, where pop culture meets pot culture. Do us a favor and subscribe to our channel. I'm back once again with my guy, Boss Boy.
What's happening, man? I'm back in action. You see me in a slump, so I'm back in full effect, though. Don't worry.
That's
I'm good.
what's up, man. I don't know if I'm in a slump, but I'm moving half speed because of this heat, bro. This heat ain't nothing nice. I'm over here melting like a motherfucker.
We in them 90s right now, yo.
Yeah, this that weather, you got to switch up your game, bro. You can't even keep packs in the car. You know what I mean? You can't keep no tree in the whip.
But we go from 60s, 70s to just straight 90s. We don't even jump. We damn near went to winter to summer. I feel like we didn't even have no motherfucking spring. It was rain.
Man, it
and all
was
types of
rain.
shit.
I feel like it was rain, blam, and now it ain't playing. They like, okay, it's here, it's really here.
Kick it on.
Trying to hit into that 3-digit range. You know, I wasn't even ready for the shit. I was like, somebody was like, it's gonna be 98 degrees today. I was like, hold on. But that shit make
That's
you
a
rethink.
lot.
You got to rethink your whole drip.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I had it. I was
You got to put the black tee up. You like,
Yeah.
damn, I had this clean ass black tee I wanted to wear, but it's 115 degrees
like,
outside. Right
oh,
now.
it's officially. You know what I'm saying? Anything over 98 degrees is basketball short weather. I'm like, it'd be basketball short weather for the next 3 months. I was like, okay, I got to get on it.
That's the move. I mean, shit, in order to stay cool, you feel me? I see motherfuckers, that do the pants all year long. You know, they won't even come up out the pants. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I think that, when I lived in the city, bruh, when I lived in the Bay,
You didn't
I
have
didn't
to.
even own a pair of shorts.
Yeah, you didn't
I didn't
have
even own
to.
a pair of shorts. You know what I mean? I don't even wear no shorts, bro. That shit was like some foo-foo shit. Like, bro,
Yeah.
you got some shorts on right now? But, hey, when you're out in Sac and it's 100 degrees for multiple days, you know, you got to break. You feel me? You can't be doing the black jeans in the middle of summer shit. Like,
Hell
shit.
nah, don't be the puff coat. Don't have the puff coat on in the winter. Don't be that motherfucker.
I don't even understand how people could do it, bro. You know, it was crazy. I was at the Sacramento County Fair the other week. It was hot as fuck. I was like, I didn't even know it was gonna be that hot. And there's women walking around with sweaters on, knitted sweaters on, walking through. I'm like, bro, it's like 98 degrees. You're standing in the sun. I don't understand how the fuck they could
but
do
she
that
has
shit.
to Febreze herself before she get in the whip. Bro gonna be like, hey, man, I got some Febreze. You been over here, you know what I'm saying? Like two mice going at it in a wool sock and that sweater. I can't have you coming up in this whip smelling like that, sweetheart. Just got to say it nicely. You know what I'm saying?
I don't see how some
And it
people
ain't
could do it.
offensive.
Some people, man, my sister be freezing all year round, bro. It'd be at 98 degrees. She got a blanket on. I'm like,
cold.
I don't understand it. So,
I'll tell you what wasn't hot. High times.
man, bro, that shit was.
That's what wasn't hot.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy is there was like no indication that the shit. So if you didn't know, Northern California High Times, it's usually a big event, bro. I get excited for the shit. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, it's the NorCal High Times. The shit is usually booming. You
Yeah.
feel me? That shit. When we pulled in, it was crickets. I was like, really? We got A1 parking. I'm like,
The crickets was trying to scalp us tickets. That's how it was. It was just they was like, y'all need some tickets. We was like, damn, from a cricket.
So I didn't
can't do it.
understand. You know what's crazy is too because the month before Sacramento High Times was lit. You know what I mean?
Big.
Yeah, it was big.
Big as
And
fuck. I ain't
it was
gonna
crazy.
lie.
Like all the big companies were there. Connected was there. Seven Leaves, Alien Labs.
I was gonna say that even if they didn't have no performers in SAC, they had dope vendors. If they didn't have dope
Friendly Farms
vendors,
had a dope
they had
booth.
some pretty good performers in SAC. So it was like you got the win-win on both ends of it. You know what I'm saying? The one in Rosa, trash.
First of all,
cheap.
it was 20% the size of the one in Sacramento, bro. There was really like literally about 20 vendors, and really not one of them stood out. I lied. Guild held it down. You know, you got to fuck with the Guild. I got some of the crystalline. You know what I mean?
sir,
That
hey.
shit was for the low. It was $50 a half gram, bro. The last time I bought the shit, it was $80 a half gram. You know what I mean? That's that real treat yourself shit. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. I be hoarding that shit. I'll be sharing the smoke, but not the crystalline though. I'll be like, that's that private. You know what I'm saying? End of the night.
Oh, you been to the house before?
I break that shit out the cupboard at the end of the night type shit. So that shit was $50 a half gram. That shit was a win. You know what I mean? I had to grab a couple half grams. I was like, that shit was for the win. But other than that, man, it was really horrible. It was really horrible. It was really
Hey.
a lot of outdoor flour.
The trucks was even killing them in SAC.
The food trucks were horrible at the shit too. Yeah, like the food trucks in Sac were real.
This is all you brought? You was kind of mad. It was like the carnival version of High Times. Like it was just like carny booths. It was like, man, I'm not finna eat that.
Like the Sacramento High Times was the state fair, and this was the county fair.
Yeah,
bro, this shit was so tiny, so dry, and I don't understand why. And it was crazy because the setup was wet. The stage looked lit like it was gonna be for a real performance.
That's why. They knew.
But there was a bunch of garage bands with like 8 people listening. And I'm like, I don't understand why they would set up a huge, extravagant stage for like 8 to 12 people in the crowd rocking. I was like, besides the fact that, yeah, Mendo Dope was like the biggest name on the fucking banner, which is weird because they've been having big names and big acts, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there wasn't even like big names walking around. Motherfuckers wasn't even there, period. It was
hella strange. Usually
it was like, it was like the Wild West. It was tumbleweed flying through that motherfucker.
Man.
That's how I remember it.
Usually it's a bunch of rappers, cannabis influencers,
right?
Instagram models and shit.
A couple hundred other motherfuckers that smoke hella weed. Nah, we didn't get the memo.
We didn't get the memo.
That's what the fuck happened. We didn't get the memo. Which is
funny is because when you go to events, you know what I'm saying, it's a small community. Typically, I run into hell motherfuckers I know. So, and it was crazy because a couple people that I talked to didn't go, but they were like, they had wanted to go. They're like, man, I can't go because blah, 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 blah. But I hella want to go, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, so it sounds like there's some interest. I didn't know that the shit was going to be so dry. There was literally 8 people in front of the stage. 8 dedicated fans. It was the drummer's girlfriend and 4 of her partners.
Man, yeah. Then it was like you got to think we had just went to Emerald Cup, same place, a couple months back. Big as fuck.
Hey, really, Bloss. So you know the Emerald Cup goes way back into the back. Bloss is pushing through the crowd like it's gonna be a back section, and it wasn't no back section. Like, nah, that shit ain't it. It's this only small little corner. Yeah, because usually they got that covered area. And at Emerald Cup, it was big. They had 2 big rooms, 2 big like outdoor rooms. They had the main area. That the rosin shit always has a big spot. That shit. Really, where the fuck was Rosin Tech, nigga? They usually had all of them with the free squeeze shit. I didn't see any of that shit.
Buy some tree and squeeze it. They was like, not there. No,
yeah, so it was, and I heard that it's because they added multiple shows. You know what I'm saying? Secret Sesh was in LA this weekend. I know that was a big turnout. Alien Labs was out there. And at the end of the month, there's the Bay Area Cannabis Cup.
Cow Palace.
Right. So that's the question. Yeah. That's the new show they added. So is that going to take place? Is that going to be big? Huh? Yeah, because usually
maybe they waited out for that one.
The summer, the one in Santa Rosa is usually big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what it was funny because bro was like, it might be getting early and and it was like 3:30 and I was like, bro, like the shit usually peak at 4:20. At 4:20, all the shit booths are giving away. People, you know what I mean? It was like we didn't even stay. I think we left at 4:19.
Man, I think we might have 4:15. Damn near. It was yeah, man. I don't know.
I can't think of one memorable booth. One booth where I was like, their shit is fly. They got dope shit. Nug had a big display. Nug's like, a big corporation.
Nug, of course. I seen. Well, they didn't have no big ass booth. I seen the homie Space Monkey out there. You feel me? But it was a booth. You know what I'm saying? In Sac.
11:30 show might smash on that shit.
You had 7 Leaves. You had motherfucking Friendly Farms. You had Alien Labs. You know what I'm saying? You had some big ass booths over there. You feel me? That they just didn't hold the weight to it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand it. And it's crazy. I was laughing because to win a High Times Cannabis Cup is a real prestigious thing. I was like, man, you could really sneak one in right here.
Right now.
There's barely any vendors. There's barely, usually there's a display of the meds, and we couldn't even find a display of the meds. Typically, everybody who's entered in the cup, they'll have a big display of all the weed that was entered, and there wasn't even that big display. We couldn't even find the display. So I was like, man, this shit is hella small. And it was like, I know some companies won, and they weren't even there. They're like,
usually they gave me to mail me my trophy. Mm-hmm. They did the speech over the via satellite. Like, yeah, thank you. We didn't want to be out there because we know what it looks like. Like, damn, all 12 of us was out there. There was about 12 people out there.
I don't understand. I'm
motherfuckers leaving with jars though. I don't know how, but it was like, damn, it was many.
It was
like
many.
I wouldn't leave. Nah, just myself personally. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see nothing out there that really interested me. You know what I'm saying?
And I was looking forward to treating myself on some new flavors, some high-end
pre-rolls,
exotic,
some quick little butt-only pre-rolls. You know what I'm saying?
Some dope little shit. I was like, okay, I'll get a couple of flavors. You know, I don't like to pay the retail, but if it's something exotic, it's a new flavor,
Yeah, I
some
want
shit
the
I want to
joint
try.
with the wax in the middle and all the shit. Yeah, the keef on it. Yeah, let's do that. I didn't see that. Dollar dabs. It was dollar dabs, but you know
At
what?
the Guild booth, we got lucky because we snuck one in.
$1.
We snuck one in, and really, I got a dab and a half because dude gave me a dab, and I inhaled that shit. So I smacked it so vicious.
He thought he didn't put it in. Like
I was like,
did
that
I even
was,
put anything on it? Oh, here, let me run that back.
Like, he's like, oh, let me give you another one. So then he gave me a cool one. But after that, the line got hella crazy. I'm like, keep your $1 dab. I got my crystalline. I'm good.
I'm gonna go hit this good.
I think they should have lounge areas where you could chill more.
Yeah, they don't got like seating areas. Like, you know, you got to go. Man, ain't nobody trying to sit up in no dirt. We grown. Come on. You getting up with grass stains? You grown. Ain't nobody trying to have that shit.
And you want to relax and roll up. You know what I mean?
Get
In
some
between,
tables,
grab something,
tented
taste
area,
that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, we definitely know what could be better at that show. Everything. So yeah, that show just needs to step it.
And that's what I feel like. I feel like they got me for $60, bro.
Man.
I feel like, man, I could have went to a free show in SAC.
I checked the
That was
warranty.
way
That
more
was
lit.
done. I was old school had to check a warranty.
So that's what, you know, that's crazy because I was excited about the Bay Area. I'm like, oh, nigga, Bay Area High Times Cup, that shit's got to be lit. You feel me? Now after wasting $60 on this little shit, I'm like,
I
man,
might have to. You know what I do? I'm gonna have to hunt the gram and see the lives and see
Scout
the
it out,
crowd.
who's
Yeah,
really
then I'll be
going.
like, you know what? It looks like something. I'm gonna head out. You know what I'm saying? I might need that type of confirmation because I wish. And that was crazy. Now that I say that, nobody on my live was there. Nobody. Went through my whole story. I didn't see nobody like over here in Santa Rosa. Like, I mean, not too many people say that at all. But they didn't say it today. The High Times was out there, and I was like, damn. We seen all the signs. We didn't even listen to them. Fuck it. Bay one better be turned up. That's a lot on the line on this next one, guys.
It's got a
High
lot
Times.
to make up for, but that was the only good thing. I'm like, oh, we got A1 parking. I'm like,
must
whoa,
have
did we
money to
just get
fuck
this
off.
A1 parking? I think we're winning. I was like, we winning right now. We just got this A1 parking. Little did we know we was the only motherfuckers there.
We parked kind of far after we.
That's what's crazy, too.
After we went to the event, we were like, damn, we parked kind of deep. And when we thought it was a dope ass event, we was like, yeah, we got up close, but.
Emerald Cup, bro. We had to wait in a cool ass line. It was a good ass line to get in. They searched the fuck out of you and shit. This shit was like, come on in. It was hella room. I was like, damn, bro. The fuck? I kept hoping that shit would get better. I'm like, we go to the parking lot, it's empty. We go to the front, it's empty. I'm like, well,
We
maybe
sit at the picnic table for about 30 of it, let it burn, and say, it's got to crack after this.
Oh, that's what the people watching wasn't even that lit. I was like, bro, the shit was so dead. You know, usually you can get lit and watch some people, you know. Hey, the people watching typically at a cannabis event be real smooth, you know. There'd be some different types. There's a lot of different people in the cannabis community. You feel me?
And we couldn't people watch because there was no people.
Yeah, there was like 8
You
people.
had to-
There was like 8 people. We knew 2 of
We
them.
could watch them at once. We watched the whole crowd at once. Like, damn, look at them. Damn, that's crazy. Big Hovey, though. Big Hovey in the newspaper lately. He letting it be known. He working with a Billy.
He's the real billionaire boy club.
Billy,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
feel me? What's up, Billy?
He's in the billionaire boy club one deep.
I would
So
change my name to Billy.
It's
That's how
official.
arrogant I am.
It's
Fuck
official. But I think that he's been on. It's crazy when you think about the shit. The motherfucker was raised in the projects, Marcy projects in Brooklyn. Like to really come from a project upbringing to a Billy.
Say it again.
Like that shit is amazing. But you know, he's a talented, special individual. Not only like lyrically, but like business. You know, he's been made smart moves.
Yeah, and he's knowledgeable. He go find out about some shit. You know, he ain't one to speak on something. You don't hear Jay speak much at all, but when he does, you know, you can tell he's knowledgeable in the subject. He don't ever sound game goofy to something, you know.
Right.
He don't ever explore something that he don't know. He don't try and speak on something he don't know. So, Jay, yeah, you know, legend, icon. You know what I'm saying? Mogul. You know, how is he not motivation for you?
You know, and the thing is, like,
Bad bitch.
I've always been a Jay-Z fan. You know what I mean? He was really preaching scripture, if you want to call it that. Like Reasonable Doubt, he was talking about real shit, and he was talking about real hustler shit and real like smart mindset type shit about changing the game, about being smarter, moving smarter, owning businesses, and watch how he diversified from music to clothes to alcohol to art. You know, his art collection is a big part
now
of
you
his
hear him
wealth.
say paintings and shit, and to us, to certain people, you know what I'm saying, they think, oh, that's just a name or something, you know, not knowing. That's probably a 75 band painting that he just talking about. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Something ignorant that people wouldn't even dare to try and go grab. He got it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and
he can talk about it.
He made big loot off Uber. He made M's off Uber. I think it was he put 70 mil in, and it's worth 220. So he made some good power moves.
I think Jay went vegan. Jay went vegan? I think he did.
I don't know, bro. I know he's against the beef, but I don't know that he went vegan. I don't know that he went vegan.
I'm on this 4th day, y'all. It sucks. Not sucks, but it's very difficult to adjust. You know what I'm saying?
To that vegan lifestyle?
I'm all the way meat eater. You know what I'm saying? And I'm experimenting.
Hey, man,
I can't knock it till I try it, right? So I got to see what I can do and how long I can keep it going. But hey, I'm seeing a little bit. I'm seeing a little bit more energy.
I respect it, man. You got to test yourself.
Yeah, you know, discipline. In the discipline, and the result is health.
Right.
That's a win.
I feel like you be coming up with these challenges. I know you had the little meat-free type shit.
Yeah. So I always, so I've done fast and everything before. So this is just to a whole, and I'm not doing the whole, I ain't trying to offend none of the vegans at all. I'm not,
because vegans is the most offended motherfuckers on the planet, bro. It's real easy to.
Waka Flocka said he stopped being a vegan because they were like the vegan police.
Yeah,
it was like people would be like, oh, you're doing this, you can't do this, and
that's not vegan friendly shoes.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I still wear leather. I ride on leather, all the shit, But I am on a plant-based diet, and we're gonna see how this goes. You feel me? We're gonna keep it going. I usually go on fast for about 45 days, so we're gonna try and keep this one going. I said 6 months. I said I'm gonna do the last 6 months, but let's see if we can this shit's like old school NA. It's day by day. I just gotta go take it day by day. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit do be tempting. You know what it is? It's a conveniency. You know how convenient fast food is?
Oh, it's cheap.
It
tastes good.
Yeah.
Look, it's cheap. It tastes good, and it's fast. Bruh, that's why. That's you know what I'm saying. It's like it's hard to get away out of that cycle.
Look at it. Everybody knows McDonald's is unhealthy as fuck, but there's a line every time you pull into that motherfucker, right? And that's what I'm saying. It's convenient. I can go grab 3 burgers in 10 minutes.
I think a lot of it is bad habit too. You just get in the habit
that's
of just
what I'm saying.
making
It's
it a quick
convenient, so
trip.
you're like, cool. But then it's like, okay, yeah, I took a little bit longer to get through that grocery store and shit, but now this shit, what I'm putting in me, like, man, yeah, you're your temple. What you putting in that
And it's
tank.
crazy because, the vegans are so fucking strict. That shit's like a gang, bro. Once you're in, it's for life. You feel me? And they be real strict on the shit. Like, hold on, bro. Did your peanut butter oil have fat? You know what I'm saying? They going real deep in on the shit. Hey, and it's hella funny how they be like, they'll call, oh, he's a fake ass vegan. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to this motherfucker. It'll be like, I seen this motherfucker eat butter on his toast 2 years ago, bro. He's a fake ass vegan. So, but it's crazy. And it goes both ways. There's people who
say that,
hey, look, I got a business partner. We meet. He like, yeah, I'm vegan. I'm like, okay. He eats some old weird vegan shit. We go to sushi. He asked for the vegan menu, and they like, bro, they really bring him. They're like cucumber rolls, and the shit is really rice and cucumber.
What else you gonna
get? You know what I mean?
Maybe a little
and
radish.
I was like, this is at McCooney's. Their shit's on fire. We ordering platters and shit. We getting down. This motherfucker eating the cucumber rolls, right? So we go to another business meeting. It's like a nice luncheon. Bruh sit down and shit. He like, can I get a ribeye? I'm like,
vegan ribeye?
Bruh, I seen you eat cucumber rolls. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm like, what kind of fake vegan shit is this? He like, oh, well, I was like, bro, I was real.
It's Tuesday.
You know what? I think that
he said it's Tuesday, bro.
I was gonna say because I gave it a go at being vegan. I really did feel like I was healthier. I felt like I had good energy, but I only lasted for so long. So when I hear somebody say they're vegan, I'm like, I respect it, bro.
Yeah.
You're like doing a lot for your health, all the shit. I'm like, okay, I really respect it and shit. So when the motherfucker told me he was vegan, I'm like, really, when someone tells me vegan, I'm like, typically vegans have like a more open mind too. They feel like be on the same vibe type, like shit I'm on. I'm like, okay, cool. So. Yeah, so they tell you they're vegan. You're like, okay, cool, bro, cool. A fucking ribeye? I was like, he didn't even cheat like a little bit of egg.
Yeah, he didn't say, let me get a burger.
Mean?
He didn't even get some ground beef. He was like, let me get a ribeye.
Bruh, a ribeye?
Yeah, porterhouse. Let me get 2-pound porterhouse. You're like, damn.
It's crazy how
you got to shit on yourself and throw up and all types of shit with your body trying to break that down.
Rick Ross is vegan, and not the fat fake Rick Ross, bro.
real
Freeway
Freeway
Rick Ross,
Ricky.
the real brick mover. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I seen him on Burner's podcast and how he was talking about he's strictly plant based vegan diet. And I was like, man, there's a whole lot to it. I feel like it's that fine line of hypocrisy. I'm like, man, I feel I agree with the beliefs. I know it'll make you healthy. I know it'll feel better. Like, but a steak,
Man.
I ain't gonna lie, I had a steak last night, bro. It was extra juicy. Barbecue grilled, you know what I mean? I feel like, I really feel like a solid home cooked meal is way better than going out to eat, bro. Like,
The first couple meals I had to eat, the first couple days, it was like a prank. Like, you serious? Ain't no meat in there. Like, it was like, damn, this is real. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's no meat. And like I said, it was like not cold turkey because I knew it was coming. I said June 1st, you know what I'm saying? 6 months into this year, I'm gonna try something. Boom. So yeah, we gonna see how this goes. Like I said,
what, 4 days?
4 days in.
It's 4 days in.
What is 21 to form a habit, right? 21 to 30 to form a habit. Let's see how long we can go. Now,
Nice.
if I start looking like Al Sharpton with the big ass head and shit, nah, I'm eating. Period. I ain't finna be out here with the weird selfie pic. Like, what is he doing? Al Sharpton looking ass. Like, no, we can't have that. So yeah.
Do you feel like you have more energy? Because I heard at first you feel like you're more tired.
So I ain't gonna lie. Yesterday had hella. Well, not hella, but I had more energy than I usually do at work. I do HVAC. I do some labor shit, right? I'm doing it. I'm like, but we didn't really do much yesterday. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm trying to, jump the gun. But today, man, brother's knocked out in the car, you know what I'm saying? Other brother driving, you know what I'm saying? I'm back there just like, I'm like, okay, yeah, ain't no crash. Like, I'm like, man, I'm feeling the energy. So, yeah, it's definitely a little good feeling, you know what I'm saying? Even waking up, it's like, I can't describe it. It's almost easier.
I feel lighter.
Yeah, I can just wake up, boom, I don't feel like, it's like
And
I can shake it off faster.
And you don't feel hungry?
Nah. In the morning, I just, you know what I'm saying, load up with the carbs, with the oatmeals and shit, you know what I'm saying? Peanut butter Captain Crunch is vegan, by the way. Hey, with some oat milk.
With some oatmeal? The peanut butter crunch?
Oat milk. Peanut
Oat
butter
milk.
crunch. Yeah, oat milk.
I don't know, bro. I have to take your word on that one. I might have to take your word on that one.
Yeah.
That ain't part of the 13 foods.
Exactly. It wasn't, man. Now, you should see me grabbing it. I was in the supermarket like I was about to steal something. And I was about to purchase this shit legally and everything. And I'm grabbing this oat milk.
Oh.
Fuck. I grab it, and it just felt like everybody was looking at me like, shit, he grabbed the oat milk.
Hey,
I'm going to have to ask him next time I see him in here because I'll never buy that shit.
You know, it's hella funny, bro. I'll be trying to eat healthy, and then I'll go get the unhealthy shit. So, even at the healthy places, sometimes they have unhealthy shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got this nasty mac and cheese addiction, you feel me? So, like, you go to Pluto's, you get a salad, and then you got to walk by the hot food, and I'll be like, why don't I go ahead and get a side of mac and cheese on that, bro? And then I do the same shit at the co-op. They got this food bar. I'm like, okay, I'm about to be on my healthy shit. About to get this salad. They'll be having mac and cheese. I'm like, bro,
Why do they keep having
and
this?
I feel
Why do they
like
keep popping
that's what I was
up?
gonna say. And I feel like the other people look at me like, are you at the co-op getting mac and cheese? And I'm like, gotta do it, bro. It's part of the addiction. You know what I'm saying? When you see, but the co-op mac and cheese is fire, bro. That co-op mac and cheese, bro.
That's literally homemade.
It's
right there.
fine ingredients, some shit. This shit must be organic or some shit. That shit's hella good.
Don't panic. It's organic.
It's organic.
Yeah, I'm not.
Damn.
I'll be riding on motherfuckers now. I'll be looking at driving that past people on the freeway this past 4 days. Like, cut me off, fucking meat eater. You probably just bit into some meat and cut me off. No, hell no. I'll never be one of them.
The vegan shit is hella like
Hey,
the
that
arguments
shit gets
be
real,
hella cool.
though.
Not like like one of my partners put me on the they don't call it meat, they're like dead flesh. Oh. About to eat a slab of dead flesh, another slab of dead flesh.
That shit just sounds
always stuck
disgusting,
with
though.
me.
You're just
Yeah. You're like, oh, you still eating that dead flesh? I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound appealing at all.
Damn it.
Yeah. They say, like, eat life, not death. Oh, you're eating some dead shit.
I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
That's why I
shit.
haven't really watched too many of them flicks when they be like, "Oh, you still eat meat? Watch this flick." I'm like, "No." I don't
Oh,
that
that's
just
the
sounds
problem.
like the flick that
That's how fat
might
I
not-
am, but I
'cause
haven't
you
seen
can't-
all of them, and I still eat meat. I'm like, bruh, I don't, like, you know what I mean?
I haven't seen none because I don't want to see all that
Oh,
shit.
milk is titty pus, bruh.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh
you
my
ain't supposed to be able to
God,
milk
bruh.
that much.
Oh,
They
God.
stacking chickens on
And
each
then-
other. They stacking chicken on.
Oh, God. So then
It ain't Foster Farms. It ain't them two chickens driving around just having a ball. You know
So
what I'm
you
saying?
got
Like on a
some. So
commercial.
you got some cow titty pus, and then you let it get moldy in its cheese, and it turns into the tastiest shit in the universe, bro. Like, oh, this nasty. Oh, but then you get the cheese. You're like, ooh,
Just got the burrito bowl. I was just
cheesy
like, man,
goodness.
some cheese.
If I just had a handful of everything's better with cheese, bro.
Right.
That shit's so bad for you. That shit's so toxic and nasty, though. It's like, damn it. Weed's like the only healthy shit for you.
Oh yeah, I seen you trying to get the scoop on the shoes for the Nice Kicks. Which ones you was asking about?
Hey, Nice Kicks really had them though, cause June 6th, bro, them Yeezy Vantas, the black Yeezys come out.
Y'all heard him?
They did a soft pre-release, and a couple shops had them. They had them in San Francisco at Nice Kicks, but they had a 9.5 and 11. So, bro, with the 13 was out of luck. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
And they had them for the low. They had them for $320. I was like, oh, that's real reasonable. But the main drop comes June 6th, so I'm gonna give it a shot and try to get them. You know, the fucked up thing is, they like, you know how it is. You be like, oh, I really want these shoes. I really want these shoes, and then some other shit come out, and you're like,
If I don't,
But
you
I
already
really
start.
want-
You
so-
already start altering the plan. So man, if I don't get, them,
yeah.
I'm
So the Yeezy Vantas are black, but they're like a black, and they're like a suede, and they're kind of like an off blackish black. You know what I mean? That's like, you know, the suede gives it a different texture and shit.
Yeah.
Then next month they're coming out with the Yeezy Utility Blacks, what are like smooth leather black shit with a little gum bottom, and I'm like,
You need them.
so I was like,
I see it right
no,
now.
I was
You
like,
need
man,
them,
I want
but-
these Vantas. I'm ready. I got a half a band on these Vantas if that's what I got to do.
He's like, these gun
You
bottoms
feel me?
match the bag, the
And
belt.
then the next one came out, and I was like, oh, I think I might need those. You know, I think I'm just gonna shoot my shot, bro. If I get the Vantas, cool. I might not pay resale for them and wait for the utilities, but Yeezy coming. I'm not a big Yeezy fan either, really. But all black 350s, is coming out June 8th too. So that's what it is. I think I'm gonna shoot my shot on the 350s and on the Vanta 700s. And if I get them, I get them. If I don't, I don't. But the utility Yeezys,
You shooting?
yeah, I might have to get those by any means necessary. Those might be the, by any means necessary type shit. I'm trying to reduce my collection to where it's just less piece, you know what I'm saying? Less overall shoes.
And grails, huh?
Nice,
You want
or
real
like
grails,
nicer
like-
pieces, you know what I mean? The stylish stoner, Rax Hogan, was like, I try to get a dozen pairs. He said, I just want a dozen pairs that like are interchangeable with everything. And they're like, I'm like, yeah, that sounds
You
more
say that, then it's
reasonable.
Like, I'm gonna replace this dozen and get this dozen now. And
Right.
It always turns into something.
So, because I still, I just got, you know what it is, my latest pickup was another pair of 9.5s. Yet another pair of black and white 9.5s, bro, for the solid. Like, that is the most classic, rockable,
Timeless.
easiest, timeless, comfortable.
Timeless.
You can't lose with a pair of 9.5s, bro. You can't
Right.
lose with a pair of 9.5s. That shit goes with everything. Like,
All the shoes was better back then. That's why they re-release them. I ain't got no hella dope new shoes. You don't be.
there's really,
You
I
know
think
what
the
I'm saying?
Yeezys are probably like the coolest new shoes out. Other than that, like, Nike hasn't came up with anything creative or inventive. Jordan hasn't came up with any. Jordan, the newest ones, it's like they get worse. and
LeBron
shit.
has his little stunts sometimes. Then he goes way off sometimes too, though. But that's never.
Ron got a couple pairs in the collection. There's a couple
speaking
pairs.
of Nike, before we get up out of here, is Kawhi ass is suing them motherfuckers
Already?
for the claw logo that they used to use on his shoe. So he's suing them. He's saying that they didn't have his consent to copyright that. So Nike basically has his claw logo, the Kawhi logo, and Kawhi's hot. He want to try and take that shit to New Balance.
Oh, so he has his own logo. That's his own logo, trademarked all the shit.
Well, it's
That's
supposed to
what's
be,
up.
but
Oh, supposed to
Nike
be.
Nike trademarked it. So now he
He got to fight for it.
yeah.
He got to fight for it. And you are your brand, you know.
And he got
You are your
M's
brand.
though, so hey, he could fight it. He ain't one of them motherfuckers be like, man,
He ain't
these
gonna
court
roll
fees
over.
are killing me. Nah, he gonna be like, okay, they think I'm playing.
He ain't gonna roll over not one
Drop another
little
band.
bit.
Bam. Drop another band. You know what I'm saying? He ain't tripping off that.
Damn. Anytime if you have a winnable lawsuit against Nike, sheesh, bruh. That's big chips.
What y'all feel about game 3, man? What's your what I'm saying? Warriors tied it up 1-1. Back in the town tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
5-game series.
Okay. I
Looks like a
like that.
5-game series.
Clay, you know what I'm saying? He talking about Clay gonna try and come and play. It's really got to be bad if they don't let Clay play. You know what I'm saying? He was even saying, he was like, this is not one of my injuries. I feel like, is that detrimental like that. He was like, I've had worse injuries than this. He was like, last year he had a worse injury than this. So
I did more or less type shit.
Yeah, he was like, fuck that. So he probably gonna ball out. We see KD probably Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Probably see KD in uniform Friday, so that'll be interesting. The town series is gonna be big, and this could be the last 2 games the Warriors play in Oracle, and that fucking sucks. Being wiggling through the bay all the time, it fucking sucks, bro.
I don't know. Why do you think it sucks?
Because really ain't nothing going to be there right there anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, as far as in the town?
Because the A's are supposed to move to, Howard Terminal. You know what I'm saying? That's off the water. It's supposed to have a nicer spot, but, that ain't going to be there no more. The Raiders are gone. The Warriors are gone. It's just like that spot is kind of memorable in Oakland. It's like, Candlestick being gone, that's like the only old stadium left out here.
Right.
And that shit was like,
Hagenberger, the hardwood
sideshow
right down the
street. You know what I'm
street.
saying? When there was all-star games out here and all types of shit. It's been fun. It's been fun, Oakland. Definitely.
Man, you know what? I'm a city head. I favor San Francisco. You feel me? So their new stadium will go lit. It's gonna be new, state of the art type. Don't get me wrong.
Chase Arena is big. The Chase Center is gonna be definitely state of the art.
I done seen a lot of Warriors games, bro. I done seen the Baron Davis era. I done seen a lot of Warriors games in that building. So I remember when they were no good, I used to get tickets to the shit all the time, bro.
You used to be able to get them tickets at Long John Silver's and Kentucky Fried Chicken and shit. You know what I'm saying? You can get a coupon from there to go to a Warriors game back in the day.
So I've been rocked with the Warriors, but the city stadium, bro, it's already looking like the Death Star. You seen it? It looks like the Death Star.
The city over there,
shit's right on the water.
Man, if you've never been there, imagine never being to the city and just riding through there and seeing them 2 stadiums. Amongst all the other shit down there.
Right.
You got the Embarcadero down there. You know what I'm saying? You got Broadway. You got all the lights and shit. You got a
Salesforce building, the giant
Come
shit.
on, bro. That would be a nice place to go. If you have never been there, take your ass to San Francisco.
Right. When it's to the point where you can go to a Warriors game and a Giants game in the same day, I don't know what's fucking with that. So I like it.
If you don't like the games, take your ass down to the pier. You can do a lot of shit.
That whole strip right there, that whole all the way down from, I don't know what they're calling it, Oracle Arena. I don't know if the new shit is Oracle.
Yeah, Oracle Park.
That's what the new shit's called?
Oracle Park.
Okay, so it goes Oracle Park, and then it goes, what's the Giants shit called?
That's the Giants shit. It's Oracle Park. Then Chase Center is going to be the Warriors' new arena.
Okay.
Yeah, that's big.
That's big, man.
Big.
The city, bro, it keeps growing. Gentrified as fuck, man. Can't nobody live there, but the shit keep growing.
And the skyline keep changing. They keep throwing these fat ass buildings up in the town
man, I don't know.
city.
It seems like there's one extra big building. I don't know what the fuck it was. It's crazy because Salesforce just got done, and that shit redesigned the skyline. But it looks like there's another bigger one coming in.
They slapping up, and it's fucking with it. Hell yeah, man. What's up with the SF Cannon? You guys always, you know what I'm saying? We always getting the good shit up in here. What's the scoop? How's that going? You feel me?
Growing, cultivating, growing, getting
Fire.
bigger and bigger.
Fire all the time. Yeah, always look out for them black and white bags, man. You see that city, you see that skyline, exactly, you know what I'm saying? And you know what it is. It's always some fire. Always some fire. Man, that's about to wrap up for the week, though, right, Big Fred? We gave it to him, right? That's
Yes,
the
sir.
main topics right there, man, and that's what we do. We bring it to you like this every weekend, man. Pop culture. We're going to keep you in the loop. You know what I'm saying? It's me, Bloss Boy. That's where you can find me on Instagram.
Vegan as fuck.
Vegan as fuck, you feel me? And you can find my boy, Freddie Big, right here with 2 G's.
Hey.
Tell him where you at, man.
You hit me on Instagram.
Right there. Man, it's Tree Boy Fresh, another dope motherfucking episode. Please subscribe. Please keep tuning in. We appreciate y'all. We going to keep bringing it. Till next week. We out of here. All right.